So, welcome to the stream. We're just really waiting for everybody to ready up, and we're going to be away this evening. As you can see, things are going to be great participation this evening for this Grand Prix that we're going to be doing in Austria. So that's fantastic. Just looking right now just to see where everybody is, and then we're going to be lining up for this evening's event. We'll be crossing across and getting everybody to ready up. So we'll be with you in a few minutes' time. So as you can see, everybody's lining up this evening. It's going to be a great event. We've almost got a full grid on this particular race, so great to see. We're going to have lots and lots of fun. I just want to make sure this evening that everything is working 100%. We've got some new drivers with us this evening. Obviously, you can see the grid is not as usual. So there are some drivers who are stepping in. And it's great to have them on board with us this evening here on the South African Academy Online Racing. It's the esports series of F1, and it is season 3. So we'll be waiting with anticipation to see how the guys are going to be performing this evening, and we'll be taking you through the process. We're going to have 3 qualification sessions, and we can see one of the drivers in the Mercedes already out on the track, so we'll be watching quite carefully who that is, and it is obviously the sack man. And I can see he's on the ultra softs here this evening, so let's take it away. He's on an outer lap, and we'll be watching carefully what is about to happen. It is a lot of these drivers' favorite track, so it's pretty quick, and obviously you have to be wary out there. I'm sure most of the drivers are putting up the best setups they can find to tackle this track this evening. So thank you for joining us through the live stream. It's great to have you on board, and for our regulars, it's awesome to have you once again for race number 9 here on the South African Academy Online Racing Season 3. So we'll be on board for a little bit with this gentleman who is the sack man, and then move through the field, giving you exposure to the guys that are on the out laps already this evening. So as I said, 3 qualification sessions, and this is session 1. So it is 15, just over 15 minutes left, and then we'll go into qualification number 2, and then into number 3. So I can see that the Ferraris are out there this evening as well, so we'll be watching carefully what's going to happen between the Ferraris as well as the Mercedes-Benzes here this evening. Lucas has just had a little bit of an incident there. You saw him straight off the track, so let's see. He's going to obviously come in for repairs, I'm sure. One of the wings gone there. So we'll be waiting to see. Nice time from Nesmax there. A 1 minute 05 in this first qualification round. So all guys, remember, no practice. So they will be trying to do their ultimate best to make it into quali 3. and that will be down to 10 drivers. So most of the individuals looking to make it into the top 10 this evening, and they'll take it from there. So great to have some of the new drivers. Duke Steer 14, nice to have you on board this evening. Welcome to the South African Academy Online Racing League Season 3. And then nice to see Dylan back. He is driving with a little bit of an injury, but it's great to see him from the SAAOLR crew. He's here. And we have obviously the Turbo and Bullets guys. That's David and Wazzy in, as well as Weza. So great to see them with us this evening. And let's go on board with the Muna 303. Let's see how he's going to be doing this evening. I'm sure he's returning as well. Wasn't here last week, so obviously that affected him in the championship. But nice to see him back driving in the Williams. So Nesmax and the Muna both putting up exceptionally good times there. And Wazzy has just taken pole for the first qualification session with a 1:05.268 this evening. So great drive from him this evening, and I'm sure that is going to be the benchmark. If you've got a time or who you think is going to be the top dog this evening, give us a note in the comments section. So no change for the Muna at the moment. He's still remaining, and he's just dropped down. Nice from Tix there. Tix coming in with a 1:05.798. So very nice stuff from him this evening. And I'm sure De Wit's just put on a 1:06, and I'm sure that's going to be just his first round, and we're going to see it's going to be pretty busy this evening. I can assure you. Some close numbers there this evening. Some great driving going to be seen here this evening. So if you are joining us, welcome to the South African Academy Online Racing. And as I said to you, Season 3, this is race number 9. So, just to let you know what's going on, as you can see, two of our contestants out at the moment. Unfortunately, I believe Weza just went off the track a little bit and tried to not interfere with any of the outer laps and stood too long and was disqualified by the race director. So, unfortunate for him. But he was able to do his tyre selection, so that was to his benefit. Currently on board with Vito for real, and it looks as though he's going to be retiring from the session now. And respectably, everybody seems to be in the 105s at the moment. So, and then comes Wazzy and puts on a 104. You know, what can we expect from Wazzy this evening? I think, guys, if you want to comment, do it now, because I tell you what an incredible lap that was from him this evening. So, it seems as though some of the guys are already putting themselves out, or just taking it easy. I think they've got their setups for this evening. Ooh, a bit of power braking there from the Springbok gamer. So we'll be watching him this evening. And you can see the guys are sort of slowing it down to 1 minute and 35 seconds. So they'll be looking to see which tyres they're going to be putting on this evening for the quali round, because that will be their starting tyres. So let's just push this a little bit and see what they're fitted with, and then obviously going out there and having a look at what's happening. Lots of messages coming through. Thank you guys for the major support. We do appreciate it, and it's always good to have you on board with us here on the South African Academy of Online Racing. We do love having you with us. So all the guys almost in the laps. We just want to go to the judge man, have a look at him this evening, what he's going to be putting on. It seems though he's got the ultra softs on. He's in the 1 minute 8s, so he'll definitely be looking to improve that time this evening, and I'm sure that he'll be looking nice from Nesmac. So we've got currently in qualification round number 1, we've got TNB Wazzy, then we've got Nesmax, Gav Pig, the Munna, we've got Lucas, who is SR, normally known as Donkey, and then we have Vino for real, Tix, Springbok Gamer, David at the moment, and then Ronald. He is in 10th position at the moment, and just underneath him the Sack Man. And then this man we're currently watching at the moment, who's currently in 12th, is pushing to see if he can at least change that time a little bit off there. But I'm sure he's going to be trying to pull it back. As long as he keeps on the track, he can pull it back and make it through and see if he can put on a better time at the moment. Yes, he puts in a 107, I think. So very nasty from him. He's still in 12th position. So great drive from him this evening as well. So while that's busy shutting and moving over to session number 2, qualification number 2, this is where it really gets tough, because some of the guys are pushed out, but you can see there fantastic driving by all. Let's have a look at what the race director had to say, and if there were any incidences that we need to be wary of. A lot of exceeding of track limits. So we'll be watching out. Remember, it's on strict, so obviously the gentlemen need to watch themselves there. And yeah, let's just pop down the list quickly, having a look there at some of the offenses. So we're going to go into session number 2. This is quali number 2, and then we are going for the big one. It's quali number 3. So let's just sit back and relax and watch these guys do the business here in Austria. Yeah, great stuff. Lots of guys have asked if I could actually just put up the quality of the stream, which I've done this evening. So hopefully the quality is much better. Thank you for that remark. Yes, I'm actually running HD, 60 frames a second. And so obviously you need quite a powerful computer, but we've been running for 28 minutes at the moment, and the frame drop is like 1.3%. So guys, it's fantastic to have that power in front of me, because it enables me to bring you nice quality visions of the race. So remember, we're doing it here for you on the South African Academy Online Racing, and it's all going to be good. There we go. There's Dylan out there at the moment. He's currently trying to put on a hot lap at the moment. He's a little bit injured this evening. He's going to be right foot braking because his left foot was hurt somewhat. So he's out there. He's going to be still recovering from that. So great to see his determination to be here with us this evening from SAAOLR. So let's just have a look. Thomas still in the pits. Nesmax still in the pits. Oh, looks as though a little bit of a nudge there. Don't know what happened. He's going to obviously just be out there. He's got to put on a lap or two. Doesn't look to be much damage there. Let's just go on board with him at the moment just to have a look. Seems to be okay. But obviously braking is going to be a little bit difficult for him this evening. There we go, steering it through, not a problem there. Yep, he's coming through nicely. Nice from the Muna now. Obviously we saw a 104, and that was from Wazzy. So Wazzy, oh, somebody into the wall there. I think it was, looks like it was the sack man. But we'll have a look. We'll go back there. Green light. So green light away. Dylan now moves up into 70. Yes, it was the sack man. He is out, unfortunately, due to that incident. Nice to see the guys moving out the way and not in the racing line. So that's great. Judge a little bit off there. Great point of view from us here just to be on board with Dylan. So obviously we can have a look and see what's going on there. And as we can see, racing quite nicely coming through. So let's just have a look what is currently fitted, who's put on the fastest laps. As you can see, the Muna now leading the pack. Wazzy's only come back with a 105. Nice to see Tix there, and also Divert. Yes! Oh, unfortunately trying to push it a little bit too much there, Dylan. But I'm sure that's going to be just a wake-up call for you. Just to watch that particular corner. It is a bit of a tricky one, turn one. Because as you come around and you put in, you've got that power slide that's coming, no traction control, so you've got to be exceptionally careful with putting your foot down on the throttle there. Green lights all the way, so he's away. Obviously going to be a bit difficult for him to stay now in that quali. You can see most of the individuals got the Ultra Softs and the Super Softs on their cars at the moment. Remember, the going into the final quali, that is going to be the tires you're going to be starting on. So some of the guys are going to be keeping that down. Here's David at the moment, out of the way for Gav Pig. Here's Dylan. So he seems to be still okay, dragging that car back to the pits. And I'm sure they're going to be doing some repairs, and he has enough time to get out and try and make that qualification happen for him this evening. So we'll be watching what's taking place there. The judge man, he's done a 108, so he's definitely going to have to do something to the setup there. Still to put on times there is Vino for real. He's got to do something there. And there goes Dylan into the pits, and it looks like The judge man pulling over for some incident. I think he wants to keep out of the way of the fast runners at the moment. So currently Nesmax out on a outer lap, I'm almost sure of it. Currently in 4th position. So let's see where Nesmax 7 goes. I'm sure it's going to be really exciting at the moment. Nice drive from him at the moment on those super softs. Currently 1 lapper. I see there's a yellow in section 1. So he's going in. I think he's happy with position number 4. So remember, we're in qualification number 2. Most of the guys will be just aiming to get up to the top 10, and that is that. They're not going to go any further than that. So they just want to remain. So it looks like Thomas still in with some time there. And it looks as though we have an issue there, but I'm just pushing ourselves way back down. Vino not there. A little bit of a problem in sector number 3 here is Thomas. Thomas coming around. He's gone into the pits. Here's the judge man. Springbok Gamer. Here we go. He's on an outer lap at the moment. Does he get a time? Yes, he does. 109. No, sorry, 106. Nicely done by him. So he's definitely into the next round here on qualification number 3. He's in 6th position at the moment. So nicely done on the ultra softs at the moment. This is now pushing the guys down. Vino for real is in 7th spot. Oh yes, and Vino just been pushed down to position number 8. Coming back nicely there. Now it looks like Muna's also on an outer lap. But I want to stick with Springbok Game at the moment. I want to see if he can probably push that up even more. The numbers are so close this evening, they have to get out there and make sure that they quali into the top 10 at the moment. So it's great stuff this evening. Here we go. He's up to 3rd. Very nicely done by Springbok Gamer. So he's just pushed in a 105.218. I think a bit of adjustments done to the motor vehicle there. And you can see what has happened there. Great stuff. So now, Dylan, way back down. He needs to get himself into this. Yes, nicely handled. Now he's got to push his way. He's on a 107 at the moment. He needs to come back and see if he can get himself. De Wit also in the pits. He's got 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Dylan not giving up, trying to get into that top 10. That's where he needs to be to see if he can fight for anywhere in the top 10 position at the moment. Nicely done. He's going to keep this tight. So let's just go on to the outer area here to see where he is. So has he been able to? No, he hasn't. So now he's going to push again. He's going to try and get himself into the top 10 at the moment. At the moment, your top 10 are the Muna, TNP Wasi, Springbok Gamer, Gavin, Lucas, Nesmax drops down a position or 2 down into 6th. Tix looks like he is in 7th spot at the moment. Vino for real, number 8. And De Wit in number 9. And then Ronald, he is in number 10 position on this current standing. So those are going to be the guys going through for quali number 3 So I can see the guys are pushing to get themselves above that, else it's only going to be those guys. Judge Man out on an outer lap, so he's going to be looking to see if he can squeeze himself in and up the ladder this evening. Let's go and see. Thomas is in. Here is the Judge Man at the moment. The judge looking to see if he can get into the, at least the 6s. 106s he needs to be in order to get up there. I think he's battling. It looks as though he's battling, or is he? Let's just go on board. Very slow at the moment. I don't know what the story is. So in Sector 3 an accident. Looks as though, here we go. Let's stay on with the Judge Man at the moment. Nicely done. Let's see how he's going to end up in this Renault this evening. Bit of over braking there. Let's see the power brakes on. Hopefully no flat spots are going to be appearing on that car this evening. We come down. Gonna have to keep it tight, accelerating. Coming through, looking for the marker, 50 mark in. Keeping it tight, a little bit wide there. Needs to pull it in back, then swing through. And here he goes. Let's see what time he's going to be putting up. Oh, too wide. Too wide. It's going to be a problem, I think. And I think... has he come through? Let's see where that's put him. It's put him one position up there. So it was a better lap. But obviously 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen, before we go into the next session. And currently the Munna, TNP Wasi, Springbok Gamer, Gav, Lucas, Nesmax, Tix, Ronald, Vino for real, and in 10th spot currently it is David at the moment. So those are the 4 runners looking to be in the final qualification round. And we want to see who's going to be holding pole this evening. If you've got any predictions, let us know. And I see, thanks staff, it seems as though your time was beaten this evening because 2 guys, that is Wasi as well as Munna, have put on the 104s this evening. That's a great drive from them. So thanks for watching. I know you're not with us this evening. Unfortunately, some of us have to work. But we do appreciate the support from you, even though you are working currently. So we hope to see you soon, staff. We need to, in the Force India is needing your support. So hope to see you soon back racing with us. So we are currently on the track here with Dylan at the moment. Does he do... No, he's still on the 107 line. 6 seconds to go. Oh, that is where he does it every single time. Unfortunately, it is a bit of a tricky corner, that corner number 1, the turn number 1. It is a tricky one. So hopefully he does something there. So he's going to be out of the quali 3. He's not going to be participating if he doesn't get now into the 106s, and he needs to have a 106 to 7, and he will be in for that qualification round. Does he, is he, or will he be able to do it? He's going for it. No, he's gone in. He's not going to be doing it. So there it is. It's all over the top 10. Vino, David, Ronald, Tix, Nesmax, Lucas, Gavin, Springbok Gamer, and then the top 2 dogs this evening, the Muna and Wazi, are going to try and break the 104s in the next round. So congratulations to these guys. It's been great to watch them, and I'm sure quali number 3 coming up is 11 minutes of racing, and then we'll be into the main event this evening, which is a 50% race on this track. So we cannot wait to bring you all the action. Stay tuned, stay with us, and qualification 2 over, and we'll be watching the next round. So as mentioned, we have the top 10 guys in this last qualification round. Who's going to be taking pole this evening? Is it going to be Wasi, or is it going to be the Muna, or is it going to be David, or is it going to be Nesmax? We are all biting our nails, because I tell you what, anything is possible in this round. And I'm telling you, the guys are going to be making sure that they've got the right setup and going for it, because they want to be in pole this evening. So we got just under 10 minutes left, and then we'll know who is the leader of the pack this evening. I'm sure there seems to be somebody out in section number 3. So we'll go out to the outer lap at the moment. It's Wazi on the track. Let's have a look at Wazi at the moment. Where is he going to be coming through now? The last sector where he'll start his lap. He's going to be hoping there's no traffic in front of him. Nicely through that bend there. We can go on board with him. Quality. Bit of revs there. We could hear. Watches that mark on the 50. Bit of over braking, but smoothly through there. Gav Pig puts up the fastest time so far. A 105. 636. We're on board with Wasi at the moment just to see. A nice one there from Lucas. 105. 230. And here Let's have a look at what Wazzy can put onto that board there. The Munna puts on a 104. And there you go, 105. So the top dog this evening at the moment is currently the Munna at a 104.901. Let's hope this driver sees in his rearview mirror. Nicely done. Munna gets out the way. Nicely done. Very courteous drivers, knowing that some of the guys are still busy. A little bit wide there, Munna. Wazzy, a little bit wide. Let's hopefully get out of the way. Oh, guys, unfortunately, but there's still time to do this. There's still time to do this. Nesmax. Oh, he's got a 5 grid penalty. We'll see if that comes into effect. The guys have just gone in. Here, at the moment, going Lucas in the Ferrari tonight. This is what he'll be racing for the rest of the season. So currently sitting on a 105.321. We're going to go outside of the vehicle, have a look where he's coming through. Most of the guys have pitted already. Vina has retired from the session. Still in 4th position at the moment. Looks as though Gav Pig is on an outer lap. Let's go down to Gav. There's Gav. Go on board with him at this evening. There he goes. A little bit wide. Let's see. Pushing this Ferrari. It's all about positioning. It's all about getting it in the right spot. A little bit wide there. Unfortunately, doesn't do better on his time at the moment. Nice to see Springbok Gamer though. Springbok Gamer in 6th position at the moment. He's in the pits. We can go up and have a look at Tix at the moment. Where is Tix going to be? Tix 1195. Go on board with him. Coming through the last section now. Oh, still remaining in position number 5 at the moment. Oh, he's out, unfortunately. So he's going to retire. Just having a look, most of the individuals on Ultra Softs, actually everybody on Ultra Softs at the moment. Let's go back, let's go and see what's happening to this gentleman. So we're on board with David at the moment. Oh, there goes Gav Pig. Unfortunately, I think he's going to have some problems there. Some major damage to that car. And there we go. Wassi just puts on a 104.726. So he has taken pole now. I wonder if the Munna has enough time to go out and stir things up. David seems to be doing very nicely at the moment. I think he's going to be pushing himself up that ladder. Let's see where he ends up. Still in position number 9 at the moment. Springbok Gamer. Oh, nicely done. Let's go to Springbok Gamer at the moment. Springbok Gamer in the house. I think the Americans call it the Has. Here he comes down, looking for it. On the throttle. Still remains in position number 6 at the moment. Let's go back up to Lucas at the moment. Pushing back, looking. Somebody's out in sector 2. Bit wide there. Coming through now, the last sector. Sector 3. A little bit wide there. Oh, almost lost it. Brings it back nicely. And still remaining in position number 4. Nesmax up to position number 4. Oh, number 2. Nesmax, I missed that, but very nicely done. You put yourself into 2nd position on the grid. Very nicely done there, sir. Remember, if you're watching this at the moment via the stream, welcome. We are grateful that you're joining us with a live stream. I was just going to say live scream, because that's what this is this evening. It's going to be really tight racing and very exciting to watch. I'm telling you now, this is going to be a close one. If you look at the times currently, it's going to be an absolute mind grabber this evening. After this event this evening, there will be the MotoGP 18. That's correct. The MotoGP 18 is going to be on after this. I don't know if it's going to be streamed live, but it might be on the Turbo and Bullets channel. And that will be the guys racing in the Netherlands. Nesmax does put that time on, and I tell you what, I think he's super chuffed with himself. Very nicely done off the track there. Munna has just pushed his way. He's come back. He's now done a 104.579. So he's pushed himself back into 2nd position. So once again, the Williams doing extremely well. Off on sector 3 at the moment. Don't crash it. Standing off. It's done and dusted. So it all goes down to this now. There we go. There's the grid standings as we are just counting down the last 2 minutes. It's basically Wazzy in the Force India taking a pole position. Then the two Williamses, that's the Munna, as well as Nesmac 7 in second and third. Nicely done by Lucas in the Ferrari, he's in fourth. Then it is Tix in fifth. Then it was Springbok Gamer in sixth. So that's going to be the grid positioning this evening. Everybody's now back online, coming back in. So it's going to be great to see that. I just want to see where there's some elements to look. Retired, finished. Did not finish, unfortunately. And then Springbok Gamer. Then we have Ronald. He is in 7th place. Gav Pig in 8th. Number 9 was David, and then Vino for real in 10th position. So that is your top 10 right there. So we'll see what's going to take place. Remember, formation lap is effective. And then from the formation lap, we'll be starting this race. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to be a wet one. Everybody has now sighed and screamed. I told you it was going to be screaming. It is now. Nice to see. There is Blix and P. He is in this race this evening. So I'm sure that Dylan's pretty chuffed about that, because now he has his teammate in. So welcome to you. Nice to have you on board. And it's going to be a wet one. So cannot wait for this race to begin, guys. Cannot wait. It's going to be such an interesting race this evening. And we're glad to have you on board with us. So formation lap now taking place. We're on with Wazzy. It's great to see the lineup. Also 36 laps of racing, ladies and gentlemen. 36 laps. Who is going to finish this race? Who's going to be the first one out? Hopefully they're all in it to win it. And I tell you what, I'm hoping that they go through the entire race here this evening. 17 drivers, ladies and gentlemen, 17 drivers on board with us this evening. That is such a great event happening. We're so glad to have everybody with us and on board with us. If you are joining the live stream, thank you for joining us, and we appreciate you guys watching us and supporting the South African Academy Online Racing. It's great to have you on board with us. And we definitely will bring you all the action that you're currently watching. So, and also, I wasn't expecting a wet race. So, yep, here we go. Wet race it's going to be. We're just waiting for the rest of the grid to line up as they scream down to turn 1. It's going to be very interesting to see who is going to be able to maintain their driving line and who is going to be and we'll be watching out for that. So thank you guys for all of the streamings and the messages, and we're almost a way to go here. The red lights are up. And there they go. They're going to be away in any second now. We're going to watch and see who is going to be out there. We can see, obviously, the Force India is still there. A little bit of sliding and slipping there. It looks as though there has been a change in position. And it looks as though it is Force India, then the Williams, the Munna. It looks like Vino for real, Gav Pig, It looks as though a couple of places up for the Force India driver this evening, standing in for Staff this evening. And then it is the Red Bulls in 7th position. Nesmax has dropped back dramatically into 8th position. Tix in the McLaren, he is also dropping back. Looks like Ronaldo's gone through. There seems to be a bit of an incident there. Hopefully he is not out of this race, but he's gonna come back. Hopefully it's not all done and dusted for him this evening. What a race this is going to be this evening, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I wasn't expecting it, but we can see, okay, the McLaren is still there. Sack is in 16th position at the moment. Then it is Blixenp. He is racing for the Alfa Romeo this evening, and I tell you what, in the green helmet. Then Thomas, he is in the Red Bull, and it looks like Springbok Gamer in the Haas. He seems to be quite comfortable in 13th position, but I'm sure he's going to be changing that up at the moment. Here is Ronald coming through. It looks as though he's already pitting. Some damage to that car already. And then Dylan up into 11th position at the moment. And then DeWitt just behind him. Nesmax dropping back badly as well. It looks as though they're pitting. A lot of guys pitting at the moment. You can see bits and pieces of the car all over this track this evening. And I tell you what, nice to see that some of the guys were able to get out there nice and clean. Oh, it looks as though that Ferrari might have touched the judge, but we'll see. You can see the rain coming down at the moment. Horrific stuff here, but the guys seem to be keeping it together, and we'll be watching very carefully what's taking place. I will be putting up the times for you. I just want to have a nice clear screen to see who is where and what is doing who. Wow, you can see how sliding. Yes, he's sliding a little bit. Nice to see 1 minute 15 by Wasi at the moment in the Force India. Obviously the guys pushing through and trying to stabilize these cars under these extremely difficult conditions here this evening in Austria. And you can see here at the Red Bull Ring, it is quite a sight to see. So pushing back now. There we go, nicely done. It seems car number 4, which is the new driver, who is standing in this evening for Staff, because he is unavailable. Unfortunately, he's working this evening, and I'm sure he's watching the live stream. And I'm sure he's going to be saying, go Force India, see if he can get his team in the points this evening. Here we go. This is the sack man at the moment. Currently still trying to stabilize that car. You can see exactly how wet that track is. Conditions will be to maintain. Wasi just puts on another fastest lap, a 1 minute 15. We will be going up to them in a couple of seconds from now. I just want to see where we are and who we're piping up about. And here is the Toro Rossi. Somebody doing a bit of farming out there as well. And it looks like it could be Nesmax moving up 1 or 2 spaces there. So very nicely done from him. Let's just go on board here with... This is the Munna at the moment. 5 seconds behind our current leader. They've all done approximately 3 laps at the moment on these tires, the 4 runners. Looking through, here is Wasi. So Wasi is in car number 96 at the moment, if you are watching and you want to know which driver number it is. We're on board with him. You can see how wet it is there. Bit of a side view for you as he's coming down. Oh, a little bit wide there. Let us go on board here now to see. You can see that rain is coming down in buckets. I'm sure very difficult to drive this at the moment. You can see Wasi just in front of him at the moment. Bit of braking coming through. looking for that curb. And pushing is the Muna at the moment. Coming up on Blixenp. Blixenp was a little bit out there. Blue flagged. So he will be stepping aside. And there we go. The Muna goes past. Coming through, keeping it tight. Oh, almost lost it there. Here is Vino for real. Nice to see him up in the points at the moment. Hopefully he's going to finish tonight's drive as he did last week. So very nice drive from him at the moment. And here we go down just to have a look closely, followed by Gav in the Ferrari at the moment. But you can see two McLarens at the moment. Two McLarens. Ticks down in 16th position. So he's going to be looking. Teammate and teammate. Nicely done. So they are on each other's tail. The one is in 3rd and the other one's in 16th position. So, wow. Very difficult to drive under these conditions. But nicely done by Vino. For real. And here is the Muna. And here is Wasi. You can see now the spray coming off that car at the moment. Conditions are extreme, especially in these motor vehicles. But nice to see a full field still in play. That is great news for our Formula 1 drivers and the way they are driving at the moment. Nice to see that. We're just hoping that everybody finishes this evening. I think a lot of caution is being put out there. A lot of play is being put out there. And I'm sure they're going to be driving exceptionally well under these conditions. I can see David Nesmax moving up a position. Looks as though, let's just go down and have a look. Oh, it meant that Judge had come off the track and has given way to a number of drivers. The Sackman now coming up and going to pass him. Hopefully not too much of a reason there. There was a coming together. I think it was under the conditions of acceleration there. There we go, Sackman through. And is there a bit of passing taking place? Oh, I tell you what. Here comes. It looks like the Haas coming through, trying to get past now at the moment. Looking for that braking point. You can see very difficult driving conditions at the moment, but very well handled by all drivers. And there is definitely some excitement. I'm just going to take off the screen so we can see exactly what's happening. Make it a little bit wide because this is exciting stuff to watch at the moment. If we go back one, or should I say back one, we can see at the moment, here is the Haas just in front of the Toro Rosso, who's just behind Renault at the moment. So they are definitely wanting to go up the log here, and he's looking for that. There we go. Is the Haas going to come through? Yes, he's coming through. So nicely done. Comes through there. Always looking. The problem is, especially under these slippy conditions, you can lose it. Looks as though Toro Rosso is going to come through as well. Is he going to squeeze it in? Yes, he does. He manages to squeeze, but does he go wide? Toro Rosso coming in. So Ronaldo coming through there. Nicely done. Seems as though they've managed to get past the judge at the moment. And here's Springbok Gamer. Number 21, nicely done from his side. And it looks as though the Toro Rosso has squeezed through. Is he going to be able to get by? Just in front of him is the Mercedes-Benz, is it? There we go. Looks as though there is a car in trouble there. It looks as though it was the Red Bull. And we're just going to pop up quickly just to have a look. Car number 15. Yellow flag there. So there is something happening. Let's have a go. Let's go on board. See if we can see any other. You can see the conditions are extreme. The sun seems to be wanting to come out. You can see it as we're coming down the track here. It's trying to pop its head out. Hopefully it gets drier. And that will definitely change the strategy once again for these drivers. So season 3 has been a very different season for us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. With raining conditions, things going astray towards the end. Is this going to be the reverse where it goes into a dry finishing race? Lap number 10 of 36 laps. You can see Springbok Gamer just in front here. Oh, don't lose it, Zach. Don't lose it. Keep it steady. Here the Force India car. Duke Steer, 14. He is racing in his first Grand Prix with us this evening. Sitting in for Staff. So, yeah, nicely handled there. Gav Pig in the Ferrari. Coming up into turn number 4, looking to go to turn number 5. Then turn 6. Then turn 7 now. Oh, wow. Managed to keep that going. Nesmax, here he comes through. And it looks as though he's got the Vit just in front of him. Is he going to chase him down? I'm sure he is. So the Toro Rosso and Williams having a real scrap here at the moment. Let's just go outside. Let's actually push that out of the way and have a look what's happening here. There we go. Nesmax looking to get past the Vit at the moment. Under braking. Here they come through. Going a bit wide. Looking for any element to get past now is Nesmax 7. De Vit holding the line, keeping that racing line tight and making sure Nesmax not getting a gap anywhere. And I think here De Vit's using the wet to keep Nesmax at bay. Here we go. They're coming through. Car number 45 is Nesmax. And car 83, which is the Toro Rosso, is De Vit at the moment. So here they come. Looking for that opportunity. Here he goes. Is he going to get past? Not that time. Not enough throttle and not being close enough. He's going to go a little bit wide there. Coming through. Yeah, still a little bit wide there. But we have a scrap going on, ladies and gentlemen, right here. A little bit of a power slide coming out of there. Remember, traction control not on this evening. Most of you are saying, well, when is it on? No, it's not on. Here they come down. So we've spent a lap. He's looking, he's pushing, he's going. Is this the opportunity where he gets past? He's looking. Is he going to get past now? Let's go on board with him at the moment to see if he's going to look for that opportunity again. Slipping back now. A little bit under, but you can see he's taking the right line. Oh, I think a little bit wide into the wet. He brings it in tight. Is there a touch? No, there's no touch at all. Nice driving from both of these guys. And wow, it seems to be, here he goes on the outside, looking to go on the outside to take De Wit at the moment. Pushing it back. Here we go. Is he going to go for it? Yes, it looks as though he could have an opportunity. Does he stay in? Oh, could be a problem there, but we'll see now. Going back. Very nicely done. Nice driving from both of these guys. What a contest that was. If we slip back now, we can see another contest happening here. Here comes Gav Pig. Gav Pig looking up. Let's go back down here. You can see now the gap getting wider between Nesmax and De Wit at the moment. Nicely done. Let's go back to Nesmax. And he's now, oh, a little bit of a power slide there. It looks as though one of the drivers, again, it looks as though the Red Bull is off the track at the moment. Green flags are up. So we're on racing again. You can see the tires locking up, the front locking up there. Obviously, now what's very important is the amount of wear, especially when it comes to these conditions, is obviously you get a lot of wheel spin. And obviously braking now is you have to brake way before you get to your brake point. And this obviously creates a lot more wear on these tires. And also gives you a lot of sliding, which you're seeing right now. So great driving from these guys at the moment. Fantastic stuff to watch. Munna retired from the session. Oh my goodness. And there is his car. He is out of the race. Unfortunately didn't get that. But unfortunately now the Munna is out of this race. So he will slip further down on the championship table for the Williams. But still they have an opportunity. There was Gav Pig going in. Yep, there we go. Munna leaves the session, unfortunately. So, nice drive. Oh, wow. This is now interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Because right here, right now, we've just seen Vino for real moving up to number 2 in the position of being 14 laps already done. He's 33 seconds behind the leader. So, just gives you an indication that Wazzy can drive in the wet. And also this pushes up Lucas, Donkey, as he's affectionately called. And he's now moved up into position number 3. So currently your podium position holders are Wazzy, Vino for real, and Lucas. But I can see this gentleman. This gentleman is definitely wanting to come back and make sure that he is on podium. His teammate is now out, but I can tell you what, he's fighting hard to get back. And the gentleman behind him is going to do even better. So I did say Gav Pig, but in actual fact, Gav is in 7th position and the donkey Lucas is actually in 3rd. So he's doing exceptionally well. Seems as though Thomas has got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. So Thomas, you better watch yourself. We don't want to get into any more trouble, else the stewards will disqualify you. So just be careful there. I know it's difficult. Seems as though Gav Pig has had an incident because he's just dropped back now. And it looks like Duke Steer has gone up. And this means that I can see Gav going back and back. And I don't know what's... Oh, he's lost the front end of his nose cone. So he's going to be limping back to the pits to get that repaired, I'm sure. And here we go. 3-second penalty given to Gav Pig there, but I'm sure it's not because he wants that, it's because he's battling to get that car back to the pit lane to get it changed. So yeah, this means that obviously this gentleman, Springbok Gamer, has moved up. Duke's in it's going to be, so he's going to be doing Force India proud. He's got staff in the points already, so he's going to be, yes, he is a substitute driver, but the points will count for the constructors. And it looks as though here, we haven't said much this evening about this gentleman, but he is still there. He's maintained from 7th and still there. That's Wesser, going very nicely at the moment. He's in 6th position, so great driving for the Red Bulls this evening. And then nice to see that the Toro Rossas are coming up. Here we go. Toro Rosso currently in 5th position, and De Wit is maintaining that. Just in front of him is Nesmax, and I tell you what, not too far in front of him is Nesmax, so this could still be a fantastic race to watch, because it's not over until the fat lady sings. Once again, we've seen it before, and the guys are driving exceptionally well, and I tell you what, in this weather they are doing exceptionally well. My goodness gracious me. Great driving all round here. So as mentioned, guys, if you are looking to join us, and I don't want to take too much away from the action at the moment, but if you are looking to get involved, and if you're not already involved in some form of racing with us, let me tell you right now, you can obviously get ahead of the page here, and you can obviously look for us. We are available to you guys in various points and positions where you can get a hold of us, either through this particular channel. If you want to get involved and you've watched us and you want to be involved in this type of racing, or you can do the other thing. And the other thing is, you can also have a look at us on our Facebook page, and yeah, we can show you how to get there. Just get onto your Facebook account and look for the South African Academy Online Racing, and you can join us through there. Or what you can do as well, if you want to be, you can go to our website, and you'll see it flashes up onto the screen now and then, where you can actually see where to get hold of us through that particular area. And also the affiliations that we have. We are affiliated with SAAOLR, which is the South African Racing Community Online, and they do the project cars, and then as well as Turbo and Bullets. Turbo and Bullets, De Wit is one of the racers. He's currently in 5th place at the moment, and he is one of the gentlemen who runs the organization. And they have Formula One racing, and that they do on a Friday nights, and they also do Gran Turismo as well. And then we have Blix and P, who is in currently 5th position. That is GT Sport South Africa. So guys, these are clubs that you can get involved with and join up with. They do give you quality racing, online racing, and this is all about it. Let me just see what is going on. It looks as though Lucas has dropped into 6th position, speeding out of the pits. So he did and was in the pits at the moment. This is why he's dropped down to 6th position. However, it means now that Nesmax has moved up to 3rd on the podium position. He will be 3rd on the podium position, but I tell you now, at the moment, this gentleman is not letting him out of his sights. That is De Wit at the moment. He is not letting this gentleman get away from him. So, is he going? Yes, he's gone into the pits as well. So this means now that on lap 17, does this give now? Yes, it does. De Wit is now on the podium position. of 3rd position. So it looks as though somebody's coming out of the pits. He's just got to watch himself. Wow, that was close. But I'm sure that De Wit's heart was in his mouth there as he came round, and he saw that the Sackman had tapped on it and obviously misdirected that car nearly almost into him. So wow, that was close. So Blixenp being taken over now by De Wit at the moment. Blixenp currently in 14th position, as well as Dylan at the moment. They are in the 14th spot, 13 and 14. Looks like Thomas down in 16th. Gav did not finish, neither did the Munna, both out of this race. So unfortunately for them, they got obviously did not finishes. DNFs. However, it looks as though Wazzy still leading this race by 45 seconds now, guys. 45 seconds. This is a machine, absolute machine. Here he comes, Blixenp obviously to the side there. Looks like Thomas has got to watch his way out of it. He's moved out of the way. And there you go, 21 laps currently on these tires, 21 laps. Vino for real, he is 46 seconds behind Wazzy at the moment. Nice drive from him, because he is on position number 2 on the podium. And I think if he finishes the race this evening in this position, it will definitely be his first podium position with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So we are holding our thumbs closed to ensure that he finishes in this top spot. He's already done 20 laps. Looks as though De Wit has done 19 laps on the intermediates they're driving on at the moment. That's the green colored tires that you see on the motor vehicle at the moment. So moving up to Wazzy now, coming back 45 seconds, way ahead of the pack there. It's actually gone up to 47 seconds at the moment. So Nesmax is also coming back. You can see he's just come out of the pits. Wazzy just crept in front of him at the moment. And I'm sure he's going to try and keep up with Wazzy. You can see he's starting to clear up. So this is not as much rain on the circuit as it was just a little while ago. It's going to go into a dry section at the moment. Is it going to be enough time to put on different tires to finish this race? We're on lap number 23 of 36. So stop and go for Ronald now. Into the pits, so he's got to come back round. I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that. Oh, he's gone and put on Super Softs. Super Softs, is it the time for Super Softs? Oh no! Nesmax crashes that car, but he's still okay. Yeah, he's going to be limping back now. Nesmax dropping down now, unfortunately. Looks as though not that much damage, but I don't think he should do that anyway. He should go in and come through. Wow. Absolutely so unkind there. They're going to do that nose change. Let's stay with this. Well, he's going to get a tire change as well. Interesting to see nose cone done, and he's out there. Wow. Is he going to hold that 6th position? Anybody coming down? No, he's going to hold that 6th position. Let's go back up now. And here we're with Weza. Weza consistently this evening, he was in 7th, then 6th, and now he's in 5th. Is he going to maintain? He's done approximately 22 laps on these set of tires at the moment. Lucas done 4 laps on his tires at the moment. De Wit also done 22 laps, so they need to consider maybe having a tire change. But here, 23. Ooh, looks like Dylan has lost it a little bit. Was that Dylan or who was that? It was actually Blix and P. Blix and P, I think those tires are the incorrect tires at the moment. If you are listening, sir, get into the pits and put those intermediates back on. Because I don't think it's time to put these tires on, but we'll have a look. I think even if you look at Gav Pig went and put in super soft tires at this. It's it's like ice skating. Here, let's go back here to this gentleman at the moment. He's gone to put super softs on as well. I don't know if he's going to be handling there. Yeah, he's battling like crazy. This means that Tix now moves up a position because of that tire setting. And sometimes I think Jeff in the pits tells you to put on the tires, and I think he's a little bit too over enthusiastic, to be honest. Here we go through now, and it looks as though we are still up in the top positions, and you can see 23 laps done, 25 of 36 laps. There is 10 laps to go in this race. Is it going to be all dry and by? And is it going to be changing? So here we are on board with Vino for real. And just behind him now, within a very short distance, is this gentleman. And both of these guys, I'm just going to pop on board because this is going to be interesting to watch. Here comes De Wit. De Wit is looking to take over Vino for real at the moment. Is he going to get that gap and do that? Vino for real goes in for tires at this moment in time. I think a very clever strategy from his point of view, because at the moment De Wit has done 24 laps on these tires. 24 laps. So he has to consider going in. If you look at Wazzy's now, he's done his tire change. He's had enough time, so that's dramatically brought it down. But he's still 47 seconds ahead of De Wit at the moment. So that is an interesting one. Blix and P now gets a 3-second penalty and multi-warnings for multiple warnings. And I'm sure it's because of this, with the wetness of the track at the moment. Looks as though somebody hit the 100-meter board there. So great. Wazzy go. Yes, Wazzy go. And don't blow it. That's from Staff at the moment. Very nicely done. Vino. Where's Vino at the moment? I mean, he did have a pit stop. I'm just going to go through, have a look there. Fantastic to see all the guys still racing. Awesome stuff. And I tell you what, here's Vino for real now. He's now 23 seconds behind, but as I mentioned, we want to just pop up here quickly. 25 laps on those intermediates at the moment. And is he losing a bit of time? It looks as though he lost a second on that lap. So is it now time for De Wit to go and change those tires? We're going to stay on board with him, and I'll let you just watch the action from outside the vehicle. And then we'll see exactly who is where. Vino, for real, he's still got a podium position at the moment. Remember, De Wit still has to pit. Is he going to pit at the moment? You can see the Haas behind De Wit at the moment. And he's in 7th position. Blix and P still carrying on with those super softs. Unbelievable. Let's create some magic. Let's see. Can it happen? Just moving it up and down. So once again, if you are joining us through the live stream, thank you for joining us. Leave your comments. Tick that like button. Show us you support South African online racing. And that would be for all of us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. But also the other groups, SAAOLR, Turbo and Bullets, and GT Sport South Africa. So give us a likes, a thumbs and a likes up there. Guys, always good to see you and have you on board with us. Thank you for joining us. And we really appreciate your time with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing. So I mentioned the website. There is the website scrolling down below you at the moment. So if you are looking to join us and support us, please do so. You can see where we are. And once again, thank you for watching our channel. So De Wit's going in on lap number 29. Is it going to be a quick one? Yes, it looks as though. Is it going to be 20 seconds? I'm sure he was watching that. It's going to be really close. Guys, here we go. Let's see. Where are we? He's out and about. Here comes Vino for real. He's coming down the straight at the moment. There you can see De Wit just coming out of this pit lane area. Can we have a shot? Yes. Whoa, what a race this is going to be. You can see now how close that was. And it looks as though Vino for real just gets ahead on that pit stop. Just gets ahead of De Wit there. So really close racing from his side. Absolutely awesome. And wow. Who is that now in front of Vino for real? Because I'm sure he's going to be... Let me just go back on board with Vino for real. Springbok Gamer, also 3-second penalties now. Seems to be a little bit ahead of him. De Wit. Oh, it is definitely. Wassie is now a lap ahead. So he's now on lap 31. And he's just come through. Ooh. Let's go back. Here is De Wit now. He's now changed over to the super soft tires. I don't think that was the right strategy. And I'm sure he's kicking himself at the moment because Vino has pulled away. Definitely making an impression there. Awesome drive. Looks as though Tix is now between him. He's going to be blue flagged. Hopefully there's no incidents. Well done. He's got out of the way nicely there. And it's going through now. Wow, great drive from him. Now, unfortunately, De Wit has put on the wrong tires. This means that Lucas has now gone and passed him. They are now looking to see what to do. He's radioing back to the control room in the pits to say, guys, I have super softs. This is the wrong strategy. I need to have the intermediates. What the heck is going on? I'm sure he will probably look to go in this lap. If he doesn't, I fear, yes, he is. I knew that was going to happen. He's gone in now. Braking. Yes. Oh, he's got to stop and go. Unfortunately now for De Wit, He's got to stop and go. He's going to change those tires. He's going to put back the intermediates. And now he's got to finish this race on 32 laps now. He's now dropped probably another 2 positions, unfortunately. Yes, he has. Oh, what happened there? De Wit did not finish. Okay, so let's go back. Nesmax up. He's now going to see if he can catch Lucas in this particular round. They are 13 seconds ahead. Wow. Great drive from Nesmax now, as well as Lucas. He's come through quite nicely in that Ferrari. His first race in the Ferrari team this evening. And I think, wow, Gav, you've got a teammate to support you here. And then Vino, fantastic drive from him this evening in the McLaren. He's now in 2nd position and looking to be on the podium this evening, taking 2nd place. Let's go back up. 33 laps at the moment done by this gentleman. 1 lap ahead of the pack. So, nicely done. Unfortunately, De Wit not finishing. Gav Pig not finishing. The Munna not finishing this evening. So here we go. Lap number 34. Done and dusted coming up. 2 laps to go in this race. And so nice to see Vino for real in 2nd position, as well as Lucas in 3rd position. Nesmax, he is basically 19 seconds behind. Gav Pig has left the session. Awesome racing. So great to see the guys. If you are still watching the live stream, let us know. And it's great to have you on board with us. So if we go now and see where Wasi is, he's done 10 laps on there. Fantastic to watch. Unbelievable drive. Lap number 35. All done and dusted now. Looks like Wasi from Force India is going to take this trophy home with him this evening. And very nice job done by Vino for real. Oh, it looks as though Dylan gone off again. Yep, that was Dylan. Unfortunately, they're slipping away. It's very difficult, guys, to drive under these conditions, even though it has dried up somewhat. And there you go. There's that done and dusted move from Nesmax. He is now taken over Donkey, who's just pitted, and now that's also given Weza through as well into 4th position. Looks as though Lucas is coming out now. Can he get these positions back on lap number 35? And here comes the champion of this race into lap number 36. So this is the final lap to be done by this gentleman, Wasi, who is racing for Force India at the moment and doing an exceptional job. Is he going to take this evening? Everybody is in awe about this drive. I mean, 1 lap ahead of everybody at the moment under these wet conditions with intermediates. Unbelievable drive from Wazzy. Great driving from him. Vino for real. He is now going to certainly keep it together. And then Nesmax. Nesmax coming into this race, having some difficulty, starting down really low, I think almost 9th position, and then coming back to take a podium position. Very well done from him, and nice driving and all. So if we go now, almost, here comes the final corner for this champion who will be taking this trophy home this evening. Very nicely done. Slows right down and then starts it up again and has won this race this evening. So let's go back quickly. Here we go. Taking 2nd position, Nesmax coming into 3rd. And we're just waiting for that confirmation to happen there. And here we go. Great stuff from him this evening. All good and well. And it looks as though approximately 14 drivers or 13 drivers this evening finished this race, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, Ronaldo 5-second penalty, and that's going to come up there. So just to give you a quick overview of who ended up where, we will give you the final results as it's counting down. We've got about 1 minute and 49 seconds left of this race. There is Nesmax in 3rd position. Very nice drive from him. I mean, he came from the absolute worst position. There you go. There is Wazzy, who takes the trophy, lifts it up there. Then you had Vino for real. Very nice drive from him. His first podium position for the South African Academy Online Racing. And then in 3rd position, coming from absolutely nowhere, from round about 9th position up until 3rd spot off the grid. So basically, what a drive from the guys this evening. Nice to have seen. This is the final result. So very nicely done by all the drivers this evening. It was great having you guys on board with us. I tell you, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Plenty of racing this week, so don't miss out on the racing. As I said, the GP, MotoGP 18 after this race, I will not be broadcasting it because I'm actually in it. And then we have this week, we have a number of events taking place. We have a GT event as well as a Project Cars event happening on Monday, which is the 5x5s. And then it continues through the week. So if you want to have more detail on all of that, why don't you get across to our webpage, and you will be able to find all of that racing that's taking place this week. There is a race calendar with all of the information I've just mentioned on there. So guys, it's a fantastic evening for all of you. Thank you for joining us this week, and we will see you again next week, Sunday, all in all. From the South African Academy Online Racing, from us to you, have a good evening and be safe, and we hope to see you soon.